Hello everyone. So I wanted to talk about my traveling experience a little bit. Basically, I got at the airport in my hometown at 5 p.m. on August 4th, and we didn't get to Oslo, Norway until around 5 p.m. August 5th. And there is obviously time differences. So, but I did spend around 24 hours in, traveling, and it was a long and tiring experience. My last flight from Amsterdam to Oslo was delayed by like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, right after we got off the plane, we thought that Gavin and the entire group had already left for dinner, but they waited for us and we got there and we went straight into the dinner like 10-15 minutes later. And I'm so happy that they waited. It was an amazing time talking to Gavin because we sat together and it was amazing and it was lovely. And I'm glad that I experienced it. I'm glad that we got a chance to have that first dinner. That's where I met a couple of the people first. We walked around Oslo and it was a nice experience. We went to a little corner store and it was great and I had a great time. And you'll be seeing some small clips that I took during that, but I didn't get much because my phone was dying and I was so tired and I was ready to just be done and go to sleep. But I had a great time doing it and I got a couple of clips and it was such a beautiful place and it was nighttime, but it was very quiet and lovely and it had so much of everything. It was a great time.
I've seen this place in
Pictures?
yeah, in a lot of pictures.
Also, I would say I noticed in Sweden that
Pretty.
First night in the Netherlands. Wait, what? First night in Norway. It's 12 a.m. Gotta get up at 6 a.m. But first night. Night one done.
Really does feel pretty sorry.
go.
I'm trying. That is adorable.
Tunnel. There is a tunnel coming up, people.
I love that you can see that.
This traveling and sightseeing was all to get us to our next destination, which was Voss, where we would be staying for a couple of days. And the entire time we were just sightseeing and looking at a whole bunch of waterfalls and rivers, and it was an amazing and beautiful experience. The one thing I will remember about Norway forever is always that they built everything around the nature. They didn't build through the nature. And you see so much wildlife and just untouched pieces of nature that you wouldn't see in the city parts of America. And I just loved seeing that, and that's something I'll remember forever.
In the gale force winds. It's windy. My scarf might fly off my head. Oh, whoa. I thought the wind was gone. It's not.
We're having a great time.
but I'm gonna watch it.
Oh,
Right, like that's what I'm thinking. It's like, so what would you, where would you
okay.
watch from?
And he just sitting.
Where they like,
Happy for him. Oh. Oh. He losing feathers? Oh.
His feathers.
just warm.
Oh yeah.
Experience the feeling of flying.
No, I can't. No, no.
No. No, this is what I'm doing now. Yeah. You can switch it, but I just don't remember how.
I was like, I don't know what. Well, you can always zoom in when you're editing.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't
Yeah. I'll go back inside. That one is very big.
Very big. That red and white one.
Yeah.
The red and white one right there. Really big.
The little tower is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what's in that tower. Or if it's just windows.
Imagine the tower's a library. Oh. That's the perfect place to have one.
So yeah, this is just about our 5-10 minute stop to pick up some more people, drop a couple off.
Be careful. Hold on. Are they even using oars? Oh.
So at least we're just perfected. Where? Oh! I'm so oblivious.
Are you being a little mermaid?
What would
I brother thought it was going to be.
Kayaking on the fjords was one of the most fulfilling and scary things I have ever done in my life, and it's one of the most fulfilling things that I will take to my grave with how special it was for me. Thank you to Eleanor for seeing how afraid I was to do it and being my partner during all of it and being so encouraging throughout the entire thing, because I was so scared, but I will never regret doing it. It was the best thing ever. The next day we traveled to Bergen, which is where you see us walking now to our hotel, and it was a great day. And this is us just traveling, and you see all the rain, so half of us decided not to go on the hike that is going on the next day. If you want to see how that went for everybody who did go, I would recommend checking out Gavin's video because he had a lot to say about it. But I knew I wasn't gonna go because it's raining. I didn't bring the right shoes, and Norwegian easy is like an American intermediate to hard, so I passed on that. But half of us stayed behind and we broke off into small groups and just went souvenir shopping and just tourist exploring. We went out to eat, we took pictures, we went to castles, we did so much. Went to museums and everything. It was like the perfect last day because after the day after the hike, everybody goes their separate ways and leaves after breakfast. So it was the perfect last day to just talk and explore and be a tourist in Norway. Hi guys, I have a lot of footage from the museum that we went to, so I thought while you're looking at this footage from the museum that I'll talk about the things that we did when we were sightseeing and being just like tourist in Bergen. So the first place we went was that castle that I just showed you. It was very beautiful. We didn't go in it, but we just went around it, took pictures, did all the things. And then we went to this museum, which is a beautiful, amazing museum. It tells you the history of Bergen, but it also tells you just the history of Vikings and Norway from the past. A lot of this stuff is Bergen has been on fire so many times, and it had this virtual diagram of how many times Bergen has been on fire. And I would have moved, but hey, they're stronger than me, you know? And it just had so many like artifacts and things from back in the, not back in the day, but like from Viking times and things like that. It was a very great experience, and I had a great time looking at all the things and just seeing their history. I very much enjoyed it. It was very cool, very dark, and like just the atmosphere was amazing. It had 2 floors to it. This is one of the floors, and it was mainly artifacts telling you where they're from, what they were used for, things like that. And then on the other floor, which was above, I believe, it had tapestries and cloth things, more material like things that people use in their everyday for or for making art. And that was a very special place. It was so amazing and so fun to see, and you'll see that right now. We're going up there now, and it had tapestries and what they used to make clothing, what they used to make art, and it was so cool and so fun. One of the people that we were with, BJ, she was reading off the story on the tapestries, and it was so funny because she was doing her own little narration, and it was so funny and so cool. And I just liked it. I liked them so much, and I love the story that she made out of it. That I got some postcards with the tapestries on them, and I'm very happy that I did because that memory will stay with me forever, and I'm very glad that I got them. Maybe I'll show you a little scene of what she was doing because it was just so funny to me. But I just thought the imagery is very beautiful. The story is very simple, but also has a Norwegian twist to it. It's nothing too crazy, but it was just so much fun. And to go and see other people's culture and history that you don't learn about in school, obviously, unless you're studying that in college or university or something like that. I had a great time with it, and it was just fun and calming and just cool and easy. We also went to some bookstores, which I did not get footage of, and we went to a ramen spot, and we also went to antique stores and souvenir shops, which I'll show you everything we got there. It was so cool to go there and just see all of the different souvenirs they have there and antiques they have there. We went into a comic book shop, which was so small and so niche, and it was, I wanted to buy a whole stack of the Wheel of Time books there, but I was like, they're not gonna fit in my suitcase. But I wanted to buy them so bad, but I just thought they wouldn't fit in my suitcase. So I got a lot more trinket things, and there was a gift shop in this museum as well. And I got a couple of things from this museum, which I'll also show you guys. Like I said, I got some tapestry things, and it was just a great time, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't been to a museum in quite some time, so I was happy to go back and back to one. It makes me want to go to some more. I've been to all the ones in my hometown, so just explore the world more and go to all of their museums would be so lovely to do.
So he leads the princess from the mountain to the shore to gather treasure. He's like, let's loot the place before we're heading. He himself was on the rampage against the trolls gathering the coal. None escaped his way to collect all the silver and gold they can find before heading to the island. How do they head toward land on the horse? When you see Esmond and the princess riding across the sea, they get off the horse on the beach, and the horse asks them to chop off his head.
you've already seen the video that I curated about my trip to Norway. I had an amazing time on this trip. It was a very great memory for me to have, especially since this is the first international trip I've ever been on, and I hope to do way more. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. I didn't show many pictures in the video, so right now I'm gonna give a chance to show some pictures. One. Ooh. Okay, so I showed some pictures. I had a great time. I had an amazing, lovely time. The first thing I want to show you now, because it's time to show you all the souvenirs and books and everything that I got there. So, but the first thing I want to show you before I show you that stuff is the junk journal that I'm creating. Now this is my first year making a junk journal, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing it differently than how other people do it. I am doing it with actual journaling along with it, and so it's not just things, it's also words. I haven't put any words in it yet, I'm just making the things. But this is my introductory page into everything that I did during the trip. My favorite page that I have done so far is this one. I hope you can see it well. And this is where I would write my feelings about the trip. I just want to show you guys that because I'm very excited to continue with that. And it's just taking me time because I have to process my thoughts, but also my creative energy isn't very in surplus, so I have to pick and choose when I do it. But I'm close to the end of all the actual crafty stuff and the collage stuff. Now I'm just doing I'm towards the end of that, and then I'll just start writing my thoughts of how I felt. So let's go in order, I guess, of everything that I bought and I got. So the first thing I technically got was night one when we went to a supermarket to get snacks and goodies. We all went together. Most of us went together, and including Gavin, and we got a whole bunch of snacks. But this is one of the snacks that I bought specifically so that I could bring them back to the US. And I don't think it's anything special. I didn't get like something that's specifically Norwegian. I wish I would have. But I just got some sour snacks. So we're gonna try them live on air. They're different colors. I don't know if they're different flavors though. I like that. I like it a lot. I think it's supposed to be sour, but they're not sour at all. It's like a sour Swedish fish. That's what it kind of tastes like. A sour Swedish fish. Okay. That was day one technically. The next time I got things, we were at the Voss waterfall. And I got a lot of things from the Voss waterfall. I got this snow globe. And I adore snow globes so much. So I think this is one of the things when I go to different countries and even different states maybe, that this is one thing I'm going to buy. I hope that other places have mini snow globes. This is the only reason I didn't want this to be the thing that I start to collect, because not everybody has mini snow globes. Like, snow globes can be very huge and very gigantic. So I was quite nervous about that. But there's two other things that I kind of want to collect if they don't have big snow globes, small snow globes. The next thing I got is a Norway magnet. And it has a lot of the places that we went, which I find very exciting. It has Oslo and it has Bergen on it. And it has the church that we went to that I also showed you guys. So I just think it's very beautiful. And that's also one of the things I wanted to collect. Our tour guide gave me a good idea. He said that every country he goes to, he collects a magnet and then he puts it together as if it's a map on his fridge. And I was like, that's an amazing idea. So I think I would like to do that. Well, I told him I'm going to steal that idea from him. Okay. The next things I technically got were these two things. I went kayaking, but some people didn't want to go kayaking. And my mom got me some things from the kayaking trip because she didn't want to go, and it's an oven mitt. And that's one of the things I was saying I wanted to collect also if I didn't have snow globes. So it was two things, the magnet and the other magnet. But this one I came up with on my own. But this one I love so much because it has Bergen, which we went to. It has the fjord, which we kayaked on. It has the church that we visited, and it has the museum that we visited up here. So yeah, and I believe we boated on Lofton. I believe we had a boat ride on Lofton. So I like this shows like literally my adventure in Norway. So I love this oven dearly. And the other thing I received as a gift is a mug. And I haven't even actually opened the mug to see. But it's a map on the mug and it says Norway is green. And this is my favorite type of green, like a sage type of green. And it's basically my magnet on a mug. Love it so much. Love it dearly. I love it dearly. And it's so cute. And on the back, it just has like some words from like people of Norway. And then it has a flag on the inside. So, beautiful mug. I could finally put it in the kitchen. It's just been in my room. And that's one thing I might collect. But I'm just getting nervous in my break. So, this might not be a thing I collect. But I have many options. After the kayaking trip, we still went out to explore a little bit of Voss before we left for Bergen. And these are the things I personally bought for myself that's when we went to the food trucks and we walked around. So the first place we went is to a book/stationery store. And I really wanted a book, and I wanted a Norwegian book specifically, or a book just from that area of Europe. A lot of the books that were in there were books that are here, but they were in Norwegian. So like I saw Sarah J. Maas there, but it was in Norwegian. I saw The Serpent in the Night, but it was in Norwegian. And I was like, that's lovely, but one, I can't speak Norwegian, and two, I can get that here in America. So I wanted something I could specifically get in Norway. So I got A Shining by John Fosse. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's a very short story, but it's a winner of a Nobel Prize in literature. So I'm very excited to read it. It's, how many pages is it? Less than 45 pages? No, it's 46 pages. And it just sounds interesting. It kind of sounds like the Stephen King novel, A Long Walk, but it also kind of sounds like The Road. And that's why I was like, this sounds interesting. The next things I got were from a gift shop further down the street. And I loved it, just walking around Norway after we ate at the food trucks. So I got a postcard for, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Flåmsbana. And this is the train we went on, and you saw footage of that already. And it's a postcard. I got one of the waterfall we saw when I was wearing the blue sweatshirt. This is the waterfall we saw. I got a postcard of Bergen. I walked these streets. That makes me so happy. I did that. Like, I love that. And Voss as a whole, which is where I bought these postcards at. So I am happy I did that as well. And lastly, I got a Christmas ornament, because when will I ever get a Norway Christmas ornament again? Now, I didn't really want to get like Santa Claus or anything like that, because, you know, it's Norway, it's majority white people. So I was like, I didn't want a white Santa Claus. But this Santa Claus is made out of wood, so he looks brown. Look at him. He looks brown. So I was like, this is perfect. He looks like a brown man. And I was like, period. So this is what I got in Voss. Now, the last thing I got in Voss was this. This is a lefse. And I didn't try it. And I don't know if I want to try it or not. Or just, but I don't want to like keep it forever and make it stale. I don't know. So I'm going to try it. It tastes like this is perfect, a soft cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tart. That's like exactly what it tastes like. I think a cinnamon Pop-Tart. This is exactly what it tastes like. Next, in Bergen. That's the day of the hike that I didn't go on. That's the day I went to the museum and all the things. So let's talk about what we got all throughout that day. I think the first place we went was the museum. So there was a gift shop in the museum. So here are the gift shop items that I got. First, I got a moose tonic tea. It's regular tea, but it just has, every tea has different properties. So this one is a fruity type of tea with blueberries, black currants, and with the undertones of floral and ripe florist berries. There was ones that sounded more like a peppermint tea, and that was called like the dwarf tea or something like that. And there was other type of teas just named fun, and I just love it. So this could finally go in the kitchen as well. And I don't know if this is loose tea or if this is in bags. Oh, wait, no, it's in bags. Triangle bags. Made in Norway. I love it. It's a beautiful packaging. It got a little rough and tumble in the suitcases, but beautiful. Next, I got one postcard of the tapestries that we saw and BJ was telling stories of. I got one tapestry of it. So they had them for each tapestry, they had a postcard, and I got one of them. One of the funnier moments of her explaining, and it'll stay an inside joke between the four of us who are there. And I like that a lot, and I'm never gonna like give it away or say something. I feel like I might frame it or hang it up. I don't know, but here's that one. This is towards the end of the story, so I'm not gonna show you too closely. I don't want you to get spoiled. Lastly, I got some dice, and they are handmade, I believe, and they're not perfect. And they're just beautiful. Just handmade dice. And I got 2 of them, so that's what I got at the museum. After the museum, we went to a whole bunch of souvenir shops. I didn't get much from the souvenir shop, but I did get a Norway patch as well. I have a jean jacket that I put patches on from just many different life experiences and just things that I thought were cool. Pins and patches. So I got an iron-on patch of the Norway flag. And that's the end. Something I kind of want to get a new jean jacket, a very big oversized one, and put my adventures on them. Like the small one I keep, it's for like just anything that's just personal and cute that I want to put on my jean jacket. And then I have one that's basically like, I'm the map. When I wear it, I'm the map of the places I've been. And I think that would be so cool. So here's Norway. And the last things we did, other than like go eat, was book shopping. And I didn't get many books. I don't think any of us really did, but I got 2 books. First, I'm gonna show you the book that I think is in America, or at least I see it often in America. So in Canada, things like that, English speaking countries. So it's not gonna be a big surprise, but it's Hell Followed With Us. And I've always wanted to read a Andrew Joseph White book. It was between this one and the one that's on the back, which is this one right here, which is called The Spirit Bares Its Teeth. I want to read either one of them, and I feel like they have similar queer narratives. So I didn't mind whichever one I got, but I got this one, and I'm very excited to read it. This is in English, obviously, and I just want to get something that I know I would most likely 100% love from Norway to keep forever. But even if I hate it, it's staying forever because I got it in Norway. And the last book I got is from a Norwegian author, translated. I'm very excited until I realized I accidentally got book 2. Like, me and the cashier were having a whole discussion. He was like, oh my gosh, I love this author. I read so-and-so book, and I can't wait to read more. And I was like, oh my god, this is my first book by him, but it looks and it sounds amazing. I got The Wolves of Eternity by Carl Ove, and I'm just not gonna say the last name because I don't want to disrespect that man, but this is what I got. And it sounds amazing, it sounds compelling, but this is book 2. The first book is called Morning Star. So I think I'm gonna be looking on book websites, and if I have to, Amazon to get it, and then or just listen to it via audiobook. And then, but something so thick, I would never want to just have an audiobook. I need something to read physically as well. But yeah, I'm very excited to read it. It's just going to take me a minute because I need to read book 1 first. That's all I got. And I know it might not be... Hello. I know it might not be as much as like maybe other people get. I really don't know. But this is my first time leaving the country. And I loved being a tourist, walking around the cities of Bergen and Voss and just going shop to shop, looking for things to eat and just exploring. And I felt so comfortable in Norway. I think if you are a person of color, if you are Black specifically, there's a lot of people are nervous to leave the country that they already know well because they're nervous. But I will attest to the fact that Norway was a very safe. It's a very safe in general country. People have always said that, but I didn't feel uncomfortable, and I didn't feel as though people were staring at me or looking at me. It was very easy and nice and calming. The only thing is we realized, because most of us were American, we realized that Norwegians don't say excuse me or thank you often, and not to be rude, but just because they don't. That's their culture of not saying that. So they would just like walk in front of you or move out, like move in front of you and move out the way. So like I said thank you to the receptionist at one of the hotels, and his face beamed with like a smile. So just remember that every place has a different way of living and culture and stuff like that. It was very fun and very interesting, and I would definitely go back. But I would go back with like the right equipment. So like the hiking shoes, the hiking pants. Like I would go back to do more adventurous things. Now that I've done one adventurous thing, the kayaking, I would do the hike again at a different time. Thank you for joining me for this long video. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. And remember to read and to enjoy your reading. I hope you have a great, amazing, scrumdiddlyumptious, international travel-filled reading day, week, month, or year. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.